You are absolutely in the right place at the right time. Let me tell you something. I got 2 stars on my show today. They got this super song. I mean, this super song, it's called Baby I Do. I've got the lovely Monique Melendez. I've got my man, Byron T. Addiison, here in the studio with me today. Monique, and I was getting ready to call you Malik. Monique, let's roll that back again, Bob. Let's roll that back again. Monique and Byron, how are you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
Doing
Wonderful.
great. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, it's great to have you guys with us today. We're going to come back and we're going to talk a little turkey. I should probably save that phrase for Thanksgiving, right? Talk a little turkey. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I've been hanging around lately getting these terminologies, but we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this awesome song, Baby I Do. If you don't have, not Baby I Do, people changing up the middle town. That's your Uncle Bob. You know it. Yeah, they got that new song. What's that? Baby I Do. You've been looking all day for Baby I Do. Can't find it. The song is I Do. I Do by Monique Melendez featuring Byron T. Addiison. That's right. So we're going to play a promo and we'll be right back with the show. That's right. We're live. We're live today on the Moral Compass. We've got Monique Melendez and we've got Byron T. Addiison. That awesome song that they did together, I Do. I saw that song on the first time I saw it. It was on my good friend Shannon Witten. Had it on her page, and I said, "Oh, check it out." And she could probably say, "Why are you saying my name on your show?" I wasn't. You know, she could say, "I wasn't on the show. Why you mentioned my name?" I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm sorry. Don't talk trash, Yank. I'll tell your mom on you. But anyway, we've got two very talented people. Very talented. They have a hot new single. It has a kind of Hawaiian feel, and it's available on all streaming platforms. It's called I Do. You can go there. I'm gonna put the website up for let's roll that back again, Bob. I'm going to put the information up to go to Amazon. You can go to Amazon, and it's awesome. It's on all streaming platforms. So I'm glad you got your grass skirts and you came down to the luau that we got going on down here at the Moral Compass. And so we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out with you, Monique. I'm gonna ask you. Are you a native of South Carolina? Did you grow up here?
I was born and raised in Somerville, so I've been here my entire life.
All right.
And the South is just, I mean, I am the South. Like, that's what I like to say. I'm the South.
You are the South.
Well,
all right.
You said, exactly. I mean,
all right.
I like to say I am.
All right, Byron. Were you born and raised here in South Carolina?
That is correct. In the small town of St. Stephen's.
St. Stephen's, South Carolina. Gets the shout out. Country boy. How about that? I'm gonna go ahead and give you one of these right here. Hey. You know, Shannon gonna say she liked that right there. He cut it off too soon. I was getting in the spirit.
Start speaking in tongues in a minute now.
All right
now. So Monique, are you the songwriter?
I am. I originally wrote the song back in April of last year, and I didn't really care for the second verse that I wrote. So when I met Byron, I was like, I just want to know if you could like maybe write a lyric to this song. And he was like, okay, let's see what I can do. And when I heard it, I just was crying. I was like, it's so beautiful. And that was pretty much it.
And so Byron, you wrote the second verse.
Yes, I did.
So I'm just gonna say this right now for both of y'all. You know, pimping ain't easy. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I hadn't heard this kind of music, and you know, people gonna say, Rev talking about pimping on. He done gone back in the world. He left the yard. He's gone back talking about pimping. He said, but I haven't heard that kind of chemistry in a song, you know, since, you know, Tina Marie, Rick James, Peabo Bryson, Stephanie Mills. I mean, the chemistry, I mean, really, honestly, the chemistry is so good in this song. And it's just it also gave me the feel of what's the man's name? He passed away. He was over there in Hawaii. I meant to look his name up. Was it Israel something?
Yeah, it's a long last name. I need to talk about
long last name. I can't say it. I can't say his last name. But he rewrote Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it gave me that kind of a feeling, and it's just one of those songs that you can just listen to it, and it's like almost like a don't worry, be happy, but it's different. It's a love song. It's a love song with a ukulele. A love song with a ukulele, and so you've got to tell me what's first, Monique, what was on your mind when you wrote your verses?
Honestly, from experience.
Let me change that question, because it sounded kind of hood when I said what was on your mind when you spit your verses. What were you thinking when you wrote the lyrics to that song? What inspired you to write the lyrics to that song?
I was really head over heels for somebody, and I drew inspiration from how I felt if we were to get married. And that's just the honest answer. Obviously it didn't work out. However, that feeling and the emotion I felt when I wrote that song really pushed the entire vibe, the entire song. So when I reached out to Byron about writing the lyric, and when he came up with the lyrics he did, it touched me in a way that most people don't understand. When you write a song and you can feel it, there's nothing like it. So I'm all based off of my feelings and my emotions when I write music, mainly because my experiences are so touching for me. I want somebody to listen to my song and hear the feeling and hear the chemistry. So for you to say that you can hear the chemistry, I'm just like, oh, that is all I ever want. That's all I ever want. So yeah, that's really my experiences at the time is what drove that song. So
Awesome. We're gonna come back and talk about the lyrics in a second. Let me ask my brother Byron though. Byron, what were you thinking? What inspired you when you wrote the lyrics to this song?
Okay, so when she asked me to write the lyrics to the song, she sent me her part, and I thought about it at the time, and I was trying to figure out how to tackle it. Like, should I, write it as if it's just her splitting out more emotions, but I couldn't base it off of that because I wasn't there. So I thought about what if it was like a rebuttal, like if a guy was saying his part, like what made him feel that he's ready to say I do. So so it was just more of just kind of answering what she was saying is to confirm that I feel the same way, and it just came out the way it did. And it's actually a longer verse that's not on the song that's released, but on her album she's going to have the extended version to have like the full second verse that I wrote to kind of go along with what's already out there.
Extended you can be like, baby, I'm trying to tell you now. You
hey, take it back to the Boys and Men days. You know it now.
I saw you coming across the room, and I just had to tell you that. I do. You know, something like that.
I do, baby.
I can't sing like that, man. But if I can sing like that, I'll just bring it down. I'll be like, I know you've been looking at me all night, baby. I do.
Ridiculous.
I do. Let's talk about, when did you guys know? Because I know you got together, you practiced. When did y'all know? When did the two of you know that you caught lightning in the bottle?
I'm gonna be honest. With you. Okay, so full on honesty, she sent me it. It took a week tops, and the next week I saw her. I was like, I have the song ready for you. So I host karaoke up at a bar called Montana's on Tuesday nights in Goose Creek, and she waited until the whole night was over. I went outside. I got my little notepad of all the stuff that I write, and I had her verse written up that I copied down, and then mine underneath it. So then I showed it to her, and she was like, "You have to sing how it goes." So she brought her ukulele out, plays it, and I sing along with it. And then I think from then it was like, okay, yeah, we got something. Just by how it fit perfectly in the song with the music in the background. And it was just like 12 o'clock midnight in a bar that we just got done singing our behinds off the whole time. So
Monique, when did you know?
Oh, the instant I wasn't even expecting, because Byron, when he said that, he was like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And he brought the notepad in and said he wrote a verse. I was like, oh, well, we're singing this right now. So, like I said, I went and got my ukulele out of the car. I was like, okay, I sing my verse. I'm playing. And when he comes in, and he's like, the moment I saw you, I was like, okay. And I'm like trying not to cry and still play. And he's done. And I'm crying. I'm like, okay, I hope you know now you have to sing in my song. So that's just kind of what's going to happen. And that was my exact reaction, exactly how I acted. I pretty much do, because I've always admired, when I met Byron back in December, I admired his voice. And it was just, I feel like it was destiny that we met, because all of our friends were saying, you guys got to meet. And then when we finally met, I'm like, man, this was a calling. This was God saying we had to meet. Like, okay, I'm just... oh, full of emotions. So happy. Like the best thing that could ever happen. I swear.
So Thomas, if you're watching this, boy, your son can sing better than you. I'm just joking. I didn't know your dad could sing. Let me tell you, your dad made me shut up. I preached at an appreciation service for Reverend Addiison, and your dad got up and sung. I almost couldn't preach after that, bro. I didn't know he could sing like that,
Yes.
but I heard you sing on that song. Let me tell you, the chemistry is just so good. The chemistry is really good. You guys mesh together. You never miss a beat. You know, I'm big on lyrics as I am on composition. You know, something in the way she moves. Beatles. You know, Burt Bacharach. What the world needs now is love, more love. You know, yeah, man. You know, I've been around the game. Don't let me get country, because I could, you know, Willie Nelson. You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs.
Yes, yes.
Johnny Cash. You know, my favorite Johnny Cash song, of course, is oh, I shouldn't even say this because I forgot my friends watching. I'm boy can hold it on me now. They can hold it off about that. But my favorite Johnny Cash song, "There's a Man Coming Around." You know, from the man. But I'm big on lyrics. I'm big on content, and listening to your music, it has so much content. It's light with the ukulele, but then it packs this punch with the lyrics. You know, and you give me. I got the snap for that. So that's what you're telling me for to do. It's really light. It's light enough that you can be listening to it, you know, and you can just be like, you know, drinking your cafe au lait, you know, your Starbucks, just sit back, relax it, stuck in traffic, you know, play it, bring down. It's a good stress reliever, you know, just bring down all the stress, and then it's deep enough to make you think. It's deep enough to make you think. Before I ask the question about the lyrics, before we get into the lyrics, let me ask you this, Monique. Why the ukulele?
Oh, because it's so pretty. And it's easy to play, one. There are many reasons, but I'll get to the simplest reasons for me. It's easy to play. I can take it anywhere, literally anywhere. I can fit in my backpack, or I'm on the beach, fishing, whatever. I can take it anywhere. And my favorite singer, Meghan Trainor, when I heard her music, her style of music, it inspired me so much. I was like, I really like the feel of it, kind of like a Caribbean or like I think it's a Hawaiian feel to it. And when I spoke to her back in April of last year, she was telling me that she recommended I write all my songs on my ukulele because it is so easy to take everywhere. You don't always have a piano. You can't always take a guitar everywhere, but you can pack a ukulele in a backpack. So I was like, okay, I got this. And it's so easy to play. It's only got 4 strings. I mean, come on. But easy.
You're deadly with that ukulele. I'm going to tell you, I got new respect for the ukulele now, because, you know, an old rap head, you know, that I am, I can remember days in the studio. Man, we had to have all this stuff laid out, digital samplers and all this. I mean, all this equipment, you know, all this stuff laid out, which they would not let me hook anything up because they didn't want it to blow up. So, you know, we had the Leafless drum machines. That's back in the days, you know, but now they got free. But you guys, a ukulele, and y'all slayed a dragon with the ukulele. No joke. No joke. You did a lot of damage with the ukulele. Really. How did you feel, Byron? I heard somebody say, "Woo!" James Brown in the background. How did you feel? Yeah, I feel good. I got a little James. Wow, I feel good. but how did you feel, Byron, when you knew you were writing to a ukulele?
It was kind of different. You know, just because I'm big into strings as well. Teaching myself guitar, you know, guitar and well, all instruments are big in my family, but I'm teaching myself guitar, especially electric guitar. But you know, I like acoustic. So when she brought the ukulele out, she showed me the video and stuff. I was like, okay, I can kind of get down to this. And then by her telling me she wanted more of a wedding type of vibe, that kind of brought it to me. And the first thing that came to mind was like acoustic Ed Sheeran type songs that is mainly for that wedding vibe. So I was all for it, you know, to try something different.
It is a different style, but it is a very, very good wedding song. Very good wedding song. It's a different style altogether, and it's very unique. It's a very unique song. So now let's get down to the lyrics, because it seems like we got two love doctors right here. So if anybody's watching and you got love problems, you go ahead and chime in and ask the love doctors. We got Love Dr. Monique and Love Dr. Byron. They're writing these lyrics like this. Monique, let's talk about your lyrics. Could you tell me your first stanza?
My first answer to what? My lyrics?
Your lyrics.
Stanza. First stanza.
Oh, my first stanza. Okay.
I'm from the country. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll try to pick my tongue up a little bit next time.
I got you. So the first verse goes, from the moment I saw you, it became clear we were made for each other, and I fell for you, dear. And that's not that hits me. So really, I've always been a hopeless romantic. Like, just been one of those people who believes that there's true love and that romance is so big in a relationship and stuff. And when I wrote that, I was like, man, the man that I want to marry, I feel like it will be magical, So I wanted to kind of have the magic of what love is, but the reality of it as well. And then I said, your eyes twinkle like starlight, encompasses the moon. Your arms lift me like the ocean on the beach in Cancun. And that really just was inspired by when I'm with a man that I love, or my true love, I want to feel engulfed in his love. I want to feel safe. And so like I said, I love to fish. So being by the water makes me feel safe. It gives me that freedom. And that's how I would want my love to be, with the man I plan to marry. And then, of course, the pre-chorus goes, is this really what dreams are made of? How did I get so lucky to find someone like you? And that really just goes into more lovey-dovey. Like, if I'm walking down the aisle to a man, I have to be so engulfed and so in love with him that I'm just captivated. Like, how did I get so lucky to be able to marry this man, So, yeah, and then it goes into the chorus. Do you want me to break that down too?
Go ahead and break it down. Go ahead and break it down, doctor. Break it down, doctor. Go ahead and break it down.
So, chorus goes, take me by the hand and please don't let go. Lead me on adventures. I'll follow you to the ends of the earth, and you'll know that nothing else will matter to me in this world if I ain't got you. Not if I don't have you, but if I ain't got you, because I have to, be a little Southern in there.
That's right.
And then it goes, I'll stand by your side, and I promise to tell you, baby, I do. And again, that goes into my feelings. Like, when I'm ready to marry the man that I'm supposed to marry, I want him to lead me. I mean, the Bible says, a man's supposed to be the head of his household. Like, all that. I was raised in a very Christian household. I was raised going to church. Like, it comes from my faith too. Like, husband's supposed to love his wife as God loved the church, and he's supposed to lead me. And so that kind of all comes into what inspired my lyrics and how I wrote them as well. So, and being, as a wife, me being submissive to my husband. So that's really what I thought of when I wrote my lyrics. So
you will follow him to the end of the earth. Now I'm gonna tell you,
as long as he follows God. Let's be very clear.
No, I wasn't making light of it. I was just saying that's what I call one of those riveting lyrics. What Gladys Knight said, I'll move my world to be with him. Aretha Franklin said, looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. But when I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. And you said you'll follow to the end of the earth. All right. Okay.
You preaching now. You preaching now. I like that. Now go ahead. Keep going.
All right. All right.
Okay.
I like
All
that.
right.
You get me excited over here. Woo.
And I got my church hat on. Okay.
Brother Byron.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead and break it down for us one time.
Okay. So the first stanza says, "From the moment I saw you, my whole world changed. There was no question that I wanted you to have my last name." And that's self-explanatory. You know, when you meet that love, that perfect soulmate, you know, and it's just something about them that you can tell that they carry, that you want a piece of that in your life. And so when I heard her verse, I was like, man, if she feels that strongly about him, just imagine what she done to him when he first, you know, encountered her. Like, she changed his whole life, you know, for the better. And, you know, that's something to be proud of. And the only way you can show that pride is by putting a ring on it, they would say. So he's like, I wanted you to have my last name. And then it goes into your smile is like the sunlight. It's such a warm embrace. And when we walk into the room, you know, you brighten up the place. So it's one of the things where no matter how bad you're feeling, how rough of a day you had, you know, anything going on, y'all can get through it all by just her smiling to you and saying, baby, it's going to be all right. You know, and then every man loves to have, you know, that center of attention. So y'all walk into a room and, you know, everybody stops what they're doing and looking at, you know, the girl that came with you, like, dang, he's lucky because she's on his arm, you know. And so I just, you know, use that as, man, that's everything wrapped into one that any man could ever ask for, is that type of woman on his side. So it's really good.
I hear you, man. I hear you. She embraced you. Her embrace is like the sunlight.
Yes.
Like
it just make it, if warm, comforting, just makes you feel, you know, happy. It makes you feel secure. It makes you want to go out and do things. You know, they say it's a beautiful sunny day outside. Let's go out and do stuff. You know, so if she has that embracement in her, you know, just by her coming around, it's like, I don't need nothing else. You know, I got you. You know, we right here. You know, which takes you into the chorus again. You know, if I ain't, you know, nothing is worth. If I ain't got you, then I ain't got nothing. So
it's really so refreshing to hear these kind of lyrics in the time that we live in. I'm not gonna bash anybody for the music, but these are not the kind of lyrics you hear all the time. You know, unless, you know, Lauryn Hill pick up a guitar, or you know, or unless R. Kelly catch him on the right day, because, you know, great songwriter. You know, catch him on the right day. Though you got to catch him on the right day. Yeah, you got to catch him on the right day. But really, honestly, to have this kind of music, and you are a Citadel cadet, Byron. How have your friends reacted to this song?
Man, I've had nothing but support. You know, I've never been the one to boast about singing and music and stuff. It's always somebody who knows that I can sing that be like, you should hear him sing, and then they make me sing on the spot. And I never, I mean, my dad, we never back down from a challenge. We go
absolutely not.
But I'm not going to come out there and tell you, oh, look at me, I can do it. So to hear the amount of respect and just, you know, just good vibes I got from everybody, from just being a part of something that Monique started and just gave me a chance to be a part of it, is a great feeling. It actually landed me. So next Saturday I'll be singing the national anthem at the Citadel first home game, because they heard the song and they were like, yeah, we want you to come back and sing the national anthem. So I got all of their, you know, support behind this.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And Monique, what's been the feedback that you've been getting from your friends, your circle?
Mm-hmm. It's been interesting because a lot of people have been like, they know I sing, they know I like to sing, but I feel like people weren't expecting to hear what I was going to come out with. So now all of my friends are like, oh my gosh, I downloaded your song. Oh my gosh, like, when are you going to come up with your album? This, that. I'm like, guys, calm down. It's coming. It's all coming. It's going to take time. But yeah, I've had a lot of support. And I never realized how supportive people were until my song came out, and just seeing the feedback, and just, it's a great feeling to know that there's that many people in my corner. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys really love me? Okay. And I'm so emotional. Like, I'm just like tears ready to cry every time. So yeah, I'm a little bit dramatic, but for the most part, it's been so great. It's a blessing, really. I say that all the time. It's been a blessing. So I've been so happy. So happy.
It's a monumental song. I love it. I love the song. And my friends will tell you, we talk music all the time because the main thing we always listen for is the lyrics. And we even laugh over some of the lyrics, Girl, you got the Laffy Taffy. I said I wasn't gonna talk about nobody. And the main thing that the older people like to say, well, you don't know nothing about that. Because I know my cousin, he's deceased now, but he's like Gladys Knight. Whatever I say, a Gladys Knight lyric, you don't know nothing about that. You leave Gladys alone. You ain't even been around when Gladys was really doing that singing. But I can really say it's like, that song comes from a special place and probably an old soul inside of both of you. Do you think that where you're from, your influences had something to do with you channeling this song?
I definitely do. And it's just how I view music. So, like, when I met Byron, we were kind of talking about different songs and stuff. And really, music moves through me. Like, when I hear a song for the first time, or when I hear it again, I can tell you the first time I can remember the first time I heard it, where I was, my emotions about hearing it. Like, I like to feel songs. And like you said, good lyrics are so touching for me. So when I talk to Byron about music and how it touches him, I'm like, we have the kind of same page about how we feel about songs. Like, good lyrics, what it says, like the emotions that it brings up, all of that is why I love to write. And I want somebody to hear my song and be able to feel like, what was she thinking? Like, and they can connect to a song as well. So I just feel like maybe it's because I'm a little Southern. I got some Southern in my soul, but I really think it's just how I view music. It's not just a song; it's everything. It impacts my entire being.
It is.
So that's the answer.
It definitely is an extension. It's an extension of the artist. Byron, what would you say about your early influences? How they shaped? And I know your people.
Man, yeah, it's a tremendous, because I mean, on that other side of the gospel, that's all it's the Luther Vandross and the OJs and Johnny Gill and Marvin Gaye, Al Green, stuff like that. So it was always about love, true love, not just hookups and what they talk about nowadays. It's the taking a walk in the parks types of things. So you mix that with my kind of modern day John Legend and Sam Smith kind of love. It's one of them things where I love it. Every lyric that I wrote or that I've sang or just hummed, it has something to do with love. Even on the gospel side, I'm more of a worship song guy, of them showing how much they love, the love of God, instead of just, saying the experiences they had. So it just impacts everything that comes out of me. Every song that I sing, whether I want to sing it or not, I close my eyes and I get into it. Because in my mind, if I can make you feel it, then whether I mess up or if I sound good, you're going to like it because you feel it, And so when she came with the song, this is a perfect opportunity to display that, by just rebuttaling what she was saying, because of how she made me feel listening to her verse. I was like, oh man, this is easy. This is an easy display of affection for me.
and it's a super song. I'm telling you, it's a super song. I can tell that two people that are very creative, two creative forces really met on that song. Um, Absolutely. To me, I was blessed to hear it. I'm blessed to promote it. I'm gonna keep promoting it. I'm gonna tell everybody about the song. You guys have to go out and oh yeah, definitely, definitely. You have to go out and get I Do. You have to. I ain't gonna say baby I do this time. You gotta get I Do by Monique Melendez and Byron T. Addison. You have to get it. Go on Amazon. Any major platform has it. I downloaded my copy this morning. So 99 cents. Guys, go get the record. Go get the thing, man. Get the CD. Get the CD. Get the CD and bump it. Because believe me, it's something that your kids can listen to. It's something that your grandmama, granny can check it out. Granny can go back there on the beach in Waikiki. It really has. Yeah, Granny can go to Waikiki too now. Granny got some stories. She got some stories she's not telling. You know,
Stella got her crew back.
Yeah, that's right. She's Granny now. But it's just a really, really awesome song. And I'm gonna ask you guys. Well, let's go listen to the song. How about that? I'm gonna play the performance that you guys did the other day. And I do have your permission to play it, and I hope they don't jack me up for playing it, but I'm gonna play it anyway, cause I'm from Mounts Corner. That's right. Yeah, I'm from Mounts Corner, so we're gonna play it. We're gonna check it out, and then we're gonna come back and ask you one more question, and we're gonna wrap up this interview, and I'm gonna give you your Friday back.
From the moment I saw you, it became clear we were made for each other, and I fell for you, dear. Your eyes twinkle like starlight, encompasses the moon. Your arms lift me like the ocean on the beach in Cancun. Is this really what dreams are made of? How did I get so lucky to find someone like you? Take me by the hand and please don't let go. Lead me on adventures. I'll follow you to the end of the earth, and you'll know that nothing else will matter to me in this world if I ain't got you. I'll stand by your side, and I promise to tell you, baby, I do. I do. I do. Tell me you do. You do. You do. Baby,
From the moment I saw you, my whole world changed. There was no questions. I wanted you to have my last name. Your smile is like the sunlight, such a warm embrace. When we walk into the room, you brighten up the place.
is this really what dreams are made of? How did I get so lucky to find someone like you? Take me by the hand and please don't let go. Lead me on adventures and I'll follow you till the end of the earth, and you'll know that nothing else will matter to me in this world if I ain't got you. I'll stand by your side, and I promise to tell you, baby, I do.
You do.
I do.
You do.
I do. Tell me you do.
I do.
You do.
I do.
You do. Baby, I do. And baby, I do. Baby, I do. Baby, I do. Baby, I do. Baby, I do.
I do.
Baby, I do.
Oh, that's allergies. That's allergies. That's allergies. Oh, boy, that's allergies. That is such a beautiful song. It's such a beautiful song. Baby, I do. I mean, I do. I want to sing the song. Baby, I do. Yeah, I'm trying to sing it. I do. I do.
I love it.
It's such a beautiful song. And my last question of the night is, what do you want people to feel? Monique, I'm going to start with you. Then we'll come to you, Byron. What do you want people to feel when they play this song?
I want them to feel the commitment to their I do, you know, like the man, if you're married, if you're a woman, I'll say from the woman's perspective, if you're a woman and you're either engaged or you are married, I want them to feel the commitment and be ready for that if they aren't. And if they are, be like, yeah, this is why I married the man I married, you know, like these are feelings. I'm just like, you know, if you have a person, your I do, you want to listen to the song and be like, you know, yes, this is why I said I do. Okay, like, this is my man. I commit to him forever. And if you're not married yet, I want them to listen to that song and be like, wow, if I don't feel this, then that's not the person for me. You know, I want them to feel ready and to listen to this song and be like, okay, I do, with their person, you know, with their I do. So I don't know. I'd be so emotional just thinking and listening to my own song. It's a whole thing. Like, anyways, yeah. Just be ready to say I do. When you hear my song, you should be ready. Just be like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to say I do.
Byron?
You know, I feel like I want people to feel accepted, you know, feel like everything else is okay. It's going to be okay because that person that I have by my side or I will have by my side is going to get me through everything, you know, and this song is going to display that. So when they listen to it, they're going to want that person in their life to hear this song and say, this is how I feel about you. You know, I want that song to be a message to their significant other, their spouse or soon to be spouse, and say, this is how I feel about you 24/7. And this is either the reason why I married you or the reason why I'm going to marry you.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Preach.
Okay.
I just have to say, you know, it's such a beautiful song. I never had a reason to cry at nobody's wedding. You know, I'd be sitting out there probably, you know, I probably have some, you know, Doritos in my pocket or something like that. Or, man, we be talking trash. Man, it's taking too long. But if they play that song at somebody's wedding, everybody will be crying probably. You'll be crying and be like, I should have said I do. I mean, because it's such a deep and it's such a touching song. I love the song. It's beautiful, guys. I hope to be hearing a lot more from you. I left out Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Ain't no mountain high.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's that kind of collaboration. I want you guys. You got lightning in the bottle. Run with it. I'm telling you, run with it. You guys are really, really good together. That song is a good song. That is a very good song. And I just want to speak over it and pray that God just open up all the airwaves, open up all the doors, just give you all the favor in the world, that it just hits the right, that the DJs can't stop playing it, that it just, that it's international, that people hear it, that everybody wants it for the wedding, that is in demand, that it's going to download so much times on Amazon, that it just breaks records on Amazon, and that it go multi-platinum. In Jesus' name, man. I just speak that.
I claim that.
Because I'm gonna tell you, man, it really blessed me to listen to a song where I don't have to cringe, I don't have to beat every 5 minutes, I don't have to say, well, he only cursed about 5 times. I mean, it blessed me. It blessed me to hear a song where there's some real songwriting, and you guys are really good at your task. You do your job, and your guys are y'all songwriting, man. Let me tell y'all something in the way she moves, like the Beatles. Y'all doing that thing. Y'all songwriting, and so I thank you. I thank you for your gift to us in the song of I Do. And guys, if you're out there listening, go to Amazon. It's on all the major platforms. It's not Baby I Do, it's I Do. And you can go get it. You got to get the song. It's an awesome song by Monique Melendez, featuring Byron T. Addiison. It's a wonderful song. Go ahead and get it. 99 cents. You better get it. You better get it before the album comes out, because if you wait, you're going to pay a little bit more than 99 cents. But you know what? How much can you pay for quality? And you're getting quality music. You're getting quality. You're getting good music. And I approve it. I'm telling you. And so, I put my stamp on it. I put my stamp all over it. So, guys, listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to it. I just want to thank you, Monique and Byron, for coming to the show. Guys, anytime you guys need to come back, you need to promote your song, you need to promote your next song, you need to promote the album, feel free. The door is always open. We got connection now. Let me know. And I'm going to make sure that I push this show and that it gets out everywhere it can go.
Yes, well, thank you for your time. Thank you.
Yes,
man, thank y'all. Thank you, guys. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in to this awesome show. What an awesome Friday. The Friday before Labor Day. What a way to start Labor Day off. So listen, if you're getting married, if you're planning, you ain't having no wedding unless you play I Do by Monique Melendez and Byron T. Addison. And listen, who's going to be first? Who's going to be first to play that? I tell you what, send in the videos and let us see you get married and playing this song. Send us the videos. Connect back with us. Let us see you guys are doing it. But I'm telling you, it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. And with that, we're gonna see you guys next time. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Moral Compass.